Welcome to my channel Growing Up With You. Today we are going to do an activity on modes of transport, but it has a little twist. This is the twist. I have done the globe with it. So to know about the 7 continents and the 5 oceans which we have. So without any further delay, let's get started with this exciting activity where we are going to learn about the land transport, and we are going to show different vehicles going here and there, and of course the water transport, the air transport, and of course the globe. So let's start with making the globe first, and for that you are going to need any ball. Can use the plastic one also, but I had this squishy ball with me which is not of much use right now, so I'm going to paint it blue and dry it and then come back to you. Here my daughter has painted the ball blue, and now it's time to draw the continents. We should know the idea that where the equator lies. Equator, it is when you cut the ball into half, that is the equator line. Okay, if your ball doesn't have a marking as to it is a plain ball like this, then in that case what we can do is, you should know the 2 points, that is the 2 poles of the globe. Take a thread, put at that point, the 2 points, cut it. Okay, so after cutting it you have to fold it so that becomes the midpoint of the thread. Then mark it with some pen or something, and then hold the thread again at the 2 points, and with the pen wherever that mark is there, you start to mark your equator. By moving the globe you can mark the equator fully. So this is because some countries they are bang on the equator, and some are like little above and little below. Of course we are not going to deal with the latitude and all, but we need little precision in that. So the equator thing. Now let's mark the continents. For marking the continents, there are many images available on the net. You can take any. Of course you don't have to be very precise in it, but a rough outline is what is going to work. So here it is, our globe is ready. I had used this bowl, I had kept it on that, and then I have drawn all the continents, and I have painted them. So here are our 7 continents, that is North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. And the 5 oceans like Pacific Ocean, the Southern Ocean, the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean at the top. So now after this, now let's move on to our modes of transport project. For that today I'm going to use these cardboard pages. I'm providing the link below into the description box as how I have made this. And now let's get started. So the first page will be the cover page where we will be writing modes of transport. And yes, to add some fun element to it, I'll ask my kid to do some splattering all around. And now we are going to write, there are 3 modes of transport, that is air transport, water transport, and land transport. So now here it is, our modes of transport cover page is ready. And sometimes when you take your child for the project, when you are doing and you want their involvement too, so sometimes while doing the project it might not turn out what you are expected. Like now it had happened that I thought she will do the dotting over the alphabets, but somehow it went little like this. A, it went little below. The N is not was not clearly visible. So I let her do it, and then afterwards we are always there to correct it. So I have outlined it with the marker, so now at least we can read what it is like, and even a child is happy that they have also taken part in making the project. Now let's go on to the next page. So here we are. The next page is about the air transport, and I have taken some of these pictures from the net. I have taken 4 of these: the aeroplane, the glider plane, the helicopter, and the hot air balloon. You can take as many as you wish depending upon your child. And I have pasted this, after the printout I have pasted this on the cardboard and then cut it out, so it becomes quite a little sturdy for handling it. So here it is, 4 of them. And here now you can take the globe, and you can say like, now let's go from South America to Australia. So a child will show that the plane takes off from South America and then it lands in Australia. Or you can say that let's see the penguins. So where are the penguins found? It is found in Antarctica. So from Australia we'll go straight to Antarctica, then to Africa. So you can build up stories, you can give them extra information, let's see penguins, or let's see kangaroos, or let's go to a rainforest. So this was the aeroplane, which is the fastest mode of transport. You can say aeroplane can go from one country to another country, from one continent to another continent. It can travel long distances, and it can carry many people in it. So this was the aeroplane. Then the glider plane, it is mainly used for the air sports. Then comes the helicopter, which you can say that less people can sit in it. It is used for shorter distances and for rescue operations. You can tell them that if there is any flood, flood-like situation, so a helicopter can rescue people who are standing on the buildings and all. Okay, and hot air balloon is mainly used for the joyride. Now let's go to the second page, which is about the water transport. So here it is, coming to our second page. That is, we are going to talk about the water transport. Here also I have taken 4 pictures from the net, pasted it on the cardboard and then cut it out. It is very big, can travel long distances. Then if you all have already done the earth, or if you have a globe that you can show, that is from North America, we are going to Australia. So let's travel by the sea. So we are traveling in the Pacific Ocean. Then let's go to India. Then we are going to Indian Ocean. Then we can say from Antarctica to South America, we are going to Southern Ocean. Or from Africa to North America, we are going to the Atlantic Ocean. So in this way, a child also learns about the 5 oceans. If you have a globe, it can be done on a big globe very nicely, but this is quite handy so that it can be kept with the project. Ship, I've written 2 lines about it. Then the sailboat is there. You can tell a child that how sailboat is different. That is, there is sail attached to it, and this is the rowboat and a submarine. The submarine, it is mainly under the water. Tell them that it is used mainly for the war and for research purposes. So here's one small activity which I have done. So since children love glitter, so I have put some glitter over here. This denotes the water, some corals, and a starfish is also there. And I have attached this plastic, and with a permanent marker, blue permanent marker, I have drawn the water over here, and with my child's index finger just dipped it in the child-friendly color, and I have put some colored dots and then made the tail of the fish and the eye of the fish with a black marker. So this can be done if glitter is not there. If you don't want to mess with the glitter, because there's glitter everywhere, then in that case you can simply draw it, color it, or you draw, let your child color it, and but this becomes a little fun activity for them. They also take interest in making the projects, so I use the glitter over here. And now here what the child says, that the ship is very big, put over here. Okay, then there's a sailboat, put over here. The rowboat, it can go into the sea, but mostly it's used in the rivers or the lakes. Then the submarine is there. Submarine, it goes under the water over here. So here it is, the water transport is ready. I'm sorry I'm not making the video, like I'm not showing in a fast forward manner also, because the project, like how I'm doing it, because the video will be really too long. And so I've just made it, but I'm telling you how I've done. And also I've attached it with the stapler over here, the plastic paper. There's a bag. I cut it into this rectangle shape, and then I have used it and put the dots. My daughter has put the dots, and I have drawn the water. So after this is done, we will move on to the last mode of transport, that is the land transport. So here it is, our land transport page. It is ready. So here I have taken again 4 images, but on land transport it's like you can take as many as you can. You can add the bicycle, a motorbike, a truck, a water tanker, a JCB, anything. But I have taken only 4 over here: the train, scooter, car, school bus, and I have drawn a map. Okay, this will be the railway track, and for the train, so this is the railway track over here. So I'm going to put the train here, so the train goes on the railway track. Also I've taken some cutouts, like since there was some paper remaining after making these cardboard pages. So this is the building which I'm going to stick it over here, and this is the school, let's stick it over here, and this is a shop, so I'll stick that over here. Here, like now this is the school, this is your home, so either you can take the car, you will go by the car like this, then take a right turn and then go in the school, or you can take your scooter and you can go to the shop like this. Or this is the school bus, to show that yes, it has taken you from the school and then it's going to come to drop you at your home. So in this way our project is ready. Also over here, the water transport which we had taken, the rowboat, you can say that it's used in the lake, so you can go on a scooter to the lake, and you get down over there and you want to go for a boating. So let's take the rowboat and go row your boat. We can go boating in the lake. So this is the way I have done this modes of transport project. Do let me know how you like it. So that's it, we have done with this project. Now let me tie this all up and I'll come back to you. So here it is, I have tied it, and I have also punched a hole at this end. So what I will do is, since it's a squishy ball, so I'm going to put in the needle from one end and remove from the other end. If you all have used a plastic ball, you will have to heat the needle at the gas stove or a candle, and then prick a hole at the 2 ends. Please see that it should not be uneven. I have inserted the needle, tied the thread. Now I have taken this 2 small cardboard pieces which I am going to put it on either end. okay, so that the thread doesn't come out, and I'll tie a knot. Now I have secured the globe with these two cardboard pieces. Here I have tied the knot also, and now this end I will tie it to the front page. So here it is, our modes of transport activity is ready, and I have done this globe, but this is completely optional. You can totally skip it, but I wanted to take this opportunity that when I teach my child about the modes of transport, I also teach about the 7 continents and the oceans of the world. So this is optional because as such we have included activities inside our project, but as a mother you take the call, because every child is different, every child learns at its own pace, so we don't want to overburden a child. So this is Amrapali signing off. We'll meet you for another exciting project. Till then, happy growing up with your loved ones.